Hey everyone, so a few months ago I made a video talking about 5 reasons why you should avoid the Apple Card, and I still stand by my opinion that the Apple Card is just not worth it right now in 2021. But what I'm gonna do in this video is go over 4 credit card options that I think people should consider getting instead. Now these 4 credit cards that I'm gonna talk about here are gonna take some of the negatives that I talked about for the Apple Card in my last video, and they're gonna improve on them with some of their features and benefits. Also, I do just wanna mention here that the Apple Card is not as bad as I might make it seem. I mean, it has no annual fee and a few other nice features. So what I'm gonna do here as well is later on in the video, I'm gonna talk about who might still consider getting the Apple Card. But the first credit card that I'm gonna recommend here to start off this video that I think people should get over the Apple Card is going to be the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. So the Wells Fargo Active Cash is a new credit card that was just released earlier in 2021, and its main feature is that it offers 2% cash back on all purchases. Now 2% back has sort of become the new standard these days for credit cards that act as a catch-all type of card for purchases that don't fall under a traditional higher points earning category with other credit cards. And in case you didn't know, the Apple Card also offers 2% back on every purchase. That comes with a huge catch, and that is the fact that the Apple Card only earns 2% back if you use it through your iPhone with Apple Pay. Now there's a few disadvantages to this, and number one is the fact that if you don't have an iPhone, you can't apply for and you can't have the Apple Card. Now I have an iPhone and I could get the Apple Card if I wanted to, but I know there's a lot of people out there that prefer Android, so if you have an Android, you're not going to be able to go and get the Apple Card. And the second disadvantage to getting 2% back with your Apple Card is the fact that you can't actually take the physical card and swipe it to get 2% back. If you take that card, you bring it out of your wallet and you use it at a store, you're only going to be getting 1% back, which is a shame because it's actually a really nice looking white metal credit card that has an engraving of your name on it. So the best strategy to use your Apple Card is to just keep it at home and keep it locked away in a drawer or something like that, and then use Apple Pay on your phone to get the 2% cash back. But all of those disadvantages are not even the main reason why I chose the Wells Fargo Active Cash as the first alternate to the Apple Card. The main reason why I'm recommending the Active Cash is because of the fact that it has a $200 welcome bonus after you spend $1,000 on that card within the first 3 months that you have it, and the Apple Card has no welcome bonus at all. And if you've seen some of my previous videos, you know that whenever you're considering applying for a new credit card, you have to factor in the fact that there's opportunity costs from missing out on other credit card offers out there. So in this case, you're missing out on a $200 welcome bonus with the Active Cash by going with the Apple Card instead. And if you actually look at the math there, that's gonna take you $10,000 of spending on your Apple Card to earn $200 in cash back and make up the difference for that welcome bonus that you're missing out on. Plus, of course, the Wells Fargo Active Cash will allow you to just use the physical card to swipe and get 2% cash back, so you're not limited to only using Apple Pay, and you can get the Wells Fargo Active Cash if you have an iPhone or if you have an Android. Okay, so let's move on to the second credit card that I'm gonna recommend to you over the Apple Card, and this is gonna be another 2% cash back card, and that card is the SoFi credit card. Now again, the 2% cash back feature with the SoFi credit card is not the main reason why I'm recommending it over the Apple Card, but it does match that 2% cash back feature with Apple Pay that I just talked about, and the SoFi credit card also has no annual fee. Now you'll actually be earning 2 SoFi rewards points for every $1 that you spend on your SoFi credit card, and those rewards points are worth a value of 1 cent per point, which is how you get to 2% cash back for every dollar that you spend on that card, and those points are worth that value only if you redeem them into your SoFi Invest account, where you can buy stocks and crypto, your SoFi Money account, which is basically just a checking account, or if you put that money towards paying down a loan that you have with SoFi. Redeeming your SoFi rewards points for a statement credit to pay off some of the charges that you put on that SoFi credit card is actually only going to get you about half the value that you would get otherwise if you put that cash back into one of those other accounts that I just talked about. So you can see here that the goal with SoFi and this credit card is to make you a full-time SoFi customer. Luckily, I think that SoFi is one of the best personal finance and banking platforms out there with an amazing app that I've actually been using myself a lot more lately as one of my main bank accounts. And all of SoFi's features that it has within its app is actually the main reason why I'm recommending the SoFi credit card as my second credit card to go over the Apple Card, and that's because the SoFi app is better than the Apple Card app in my opinion. Now the Apple Card app was actually one of the 5 main reasons why I said to avoid the Apple Card in my last video about this credit card, even though it's a pretty nice looking app and I'm sure plenty of people out there find it very easy to use and very helpful. The fact is that you can't integrate your other financial accounts with the Apple Card app, so what you're left with is you're stuck looking at a smaller overall picture of your financial health. All you're looking at are your transactions and your information related to your Apple Card. But with SoFi, they designed an amazing app that looks really good too, and they allow you to link your different bank accounts that you might have, so checking accounts or savings accounts, any investment accounts or retirement accounts, really any different financial product that you may have or different assets assets, you can list it within the app, and this allows you to track one of your most important financial metrics, and that is your net worth. You can also look at your credit score and other information related to that, as well as a whole bunch of other different things related to your spending habits and your overall financial health. And all this comes for free after you open up a free SoFi Money account, which is basically just their version of a checking account. Now, SoFi offers a ton of different features within their app and within their platform that I can't talk about all in this video. But like I said, I've been using SoFi a lot more lately. So what I'm gonna do is make a full review video of SoFi and all the different products and features that they offer. And I'll make that video pretty soon, so be on the lookout for that. Okay, now before I get into the last two credit cards that I have here in this video, don't forget to go tap the like button down below and subscribe to my channel for more future credit card and personal finance content just like this. So the third card that I have to recommend here is going to help to replace the fact that the Apple Card earns 3% cash back on Apple and Nike and a few other different select stores, and that card is going to be the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Card. Now, the 3% cashback category of the Apple Card that I just talked about there is one that I think is a little bit overrated and really not too useful because of the fact that I'm a pretty frugal person and I don't like to spend too much money, so I don't find myself shopping at these stores very often. And usually, if you're gonna be buying Apple products, you might be better off buying those products from a third-party retailer like maybe Amazon or Best Buy, because if you think about it, anytime you go into an Apple store or if you go onto their website, they're hardly ever having any sales on their items. They usually always charge full retail price, but those third-party retailers often have some sort of sale depending on the time of the year, or maybe it's like last year's Apple products or something like that. So you can usually find better sales and better deals on those Apple products if you shop outside of buying from Apple. But the problem is Apple's 3% cashback category only applies when you're buying Apple products through Apple. So some cool things about the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Card and why I'm recommending this credit card as my third card over the Apple Card are: first, because it has no annual fee; second, because it has a $200 welcome bonus after you spend $1,000 on that card within the first 3 months; and then third, because it has a 3% cashback category where you get to choose one of 6 different categories that Bank of America defines for you. Those categories are gas, online shopping, dining, travel, drugstores, and home improvement/furnishings. But the one that we're gonna focus on here is online shopping. Now, like I said, you get to choose one of those 6 categories, which is why we're focusing in on online shopping there, because this is kind of a unique spending category and it's broadly defined, so you can actually earn cash back at a ton of different online locations, including Apple. So you could get the same 3% cash back with a customized cash rewards card if you're buying Apple products online, or you can take that 3% and then go shop for Apple products at Best Buy or Amazon, like I mentioned before, where you might be able to find some more discounted Apple products, again, depending on those products and the time of the year. And the same thing applies here with Nike products. So if you like getting 3% cash back with your Apple Card at Nike, then you're gonna love the fact that you can get 3% on Nike products if you buy them directly through Nike online, or if you go to Dick's Sporting Goods online or Amazon.com and buy Nike products, as long as you're getting 3% cash back with your online spending category on your Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Card. So that's the feature of the Apple Card that this Bank of America credit card improves on. Again, I don't think that the 3% cashback category is really too valuable here, but just be careful with your money, be smart, and then don't go overspending on stuff that you don't need. All right, now on to the fourth and final credit card that I'm gonna recommend to you over the Apple Card. And this is a credit card that doesn't really directly compete with the Apple Card, but it does offer a feature that I think the Apple Card is lacking. And the credit card that I'm talking about here is the Chase Freedom Flex. Now, the Chase Freedom Flex has no annual fee and it earns 5% back on rotating quarterly categories. These categories are gonna range through a bunch of different things. They can include groceries, PayPal purchases, Amazon purchases, maybe gas stations, and a few different things like that. It also has a $200 welcome bonus after you spend only $500 on this card in the first 3 months that you have it. And sometimes they're also running promotions where you get 5% back on grocery purchases within the first year of having this card. And that's what they're offering right now as of the filming of this video in October of 2021. So not only is this no annual fee credit card probably gonna earn you the most cash back out of any of the credit cards that I'm talking about here in this video, but it also comes with a really great cell phone protection benefit of $800 per claim and up to $1,000 per year after a $50 deductible, as long as you're paying for your cell phone bill with the Chase Freedom Flex. I actually also want to mention that the Wells Fargo Active Cash card that we talked about earlier in this video also has a cell phone protection benefit, but that's only up to $600 per claim. And I just couldn't leave the Chase Freedom Flex off of this list because it has a better cell phone protection benefit. And it's also, like I said, just getting you a ton of cash back that's going to be miles ahead out of what you're earning with the Apple Card and even some of the other credit cards on this video. So I just wanted to talk about that cell phone protection benefit because the more that I think about it, the more that I wish Apple would have included some sort of Apple Care benefit along with their credit card, because I think it makes a lot of sense here since you can only use your Apple Card with your iPhone. So of course everybody would want to have some sort of protection for their iPhone. But I get it because there's no annual fee on the Apple Card, and Apple Care probably makes so much money for Apple that they weren't willing to just give up that revenue to put that benefit on their credit card. But who knows, maybe in the future we'll get some sort of premium Apple Card because people have been talking about that for a while, and maybe that'll include some sort of Apple Care coverage because I think a lot of people would be willing to pay that annual fee in order to get the protection benefit of having Apple Care for their iPhone. Of course, that's as long as the other features of that paid Apple Card are still good as well. So with the Chase Freedom Flex, you probably don't have to worry about paying for any additional coverages, whether that's through Apple or through your carrier, because you're gonna be covered by that cell phone protection benefit against any theft and damage up to those dollar amounts that I talked about before. And it's really nice to have that peace of mind when you have these expensive iPhones and these other expensive smartphones, because you're always gonna be worried about breaking them. It's nice to know that you have that coverage in your back pocket. Okay, so those are the 4 credit cards that I recommend people get over the Apple Card and why I think so, because like I said, I really just don't think that the Apple Card is worth it in 2021 right now. However, before I finish up this video, I also said that I was gonna talk about who I think the Apple Card is still good for, so let me cover that real quick. Now, the Apple Card does not really require that high of a credit score in order to be approved for it, so maybe you're a beginner with credit cards, or maybe your credit score is not too high just yet, maybe it's in the mid 600s or something like that, then you probably have a good chance of getting approved for the Apple Card, so it's a good option for you there, because when you look at some of those higher rewards earning credit cards that are also unsecured, it's gonna require a bit of a higher credit score and be a little bit tougher to get, so the Apple Card can be a good place to start for you. I also think that the Apple Card is good for people out there that maybe don't want to use multiple credit cards, so maybe they don't care about cash back or they don't care about points, they'd rather just have that simplicity of using one single credit card. The Apple Card, like I said, does have a good app, and if you're only using one credit card, then that app is gonna really simply allow you to track your credit card usage and all your financial habits within the app because it's really easy to follow. Again, this leans more towards beginners with credit cards because they may want to just use that one card also to get more familiar with the whole credit card process and how it works. How do you manage paying your bill every single month on that credit card? And then maybe those people that use the one Apple Card could move on to multiple credit cards later on down the line. Some people also like the Apple Card because of the fact that you can use it to finance your purchases on Apple products at 0% interest and then pay off those purchases over time. So maybe you're buying an iPhone or a new Mac or iPad or something like that. You can not have to pay that full price up front and then instead pay equal monthly payments over time, which can be good because it can free up some extra cash for you, but just be careful here. Because while it's nice that you won't have to pay any interest on that product for 12 or 24 months or whatever the term is that you choose in your payment plan, you have to remember that you're given a credit limit with your Apple Card. And from what I've read online and what I've heard from other people is that when you finance an Apple purchase with your Apple Card, they're gonna take that purchase price and whatever balance you have remaining on that payment plan, and it's gonna be deducted from that credit limit that you're given on the Apple Card. The balance that's left on your payment plan from your Apple product purchase that you make with your Apple Card, combined with any other spending that you put on that card, is going to contribute to your total credit card balance. And then when you take that credit card balance divided by your total credit limit, that's gonna give you your credit utilization rate. And that's really important to remember because your credit utilization has one of the highest impact factors to your credit score. And if you're not careful, you might accidentally lower your credit score by having that higher credit utilization, which is not good for your overall financial health. Now, if you've watched this video all the way up until now, then thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and let me know that you did by commenting the words apple pie down below, because I feel like I've said the word apple over 100 times in this video. So go ahead and comment that just to let me know. Of course, everyone has their own situation and their own thoughts and opinions about credit cards, including specifically the Apple Card. And I'm not a financial advisor, but I do like to talk about credit cards and other personal finance related topics here on this channel. So go check out some of my other videos where I talk about credit scores, credit cards, and other stuff like that. And be sure to go check out my other video that I have as well about the Apple Card and 5 reasons why you should avoid it. But thank you again so much for watching. I hope that you all have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video.